Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pressing Matters. I'm Scott. Thank you for tuning in. I just decided to kind of pull out all the jazz records I've collected over the last couple of years. And for someone that is not really into, that wasn't really into jazz, coming from rock and classical, I've gotten quite a collection here now. And I work full time, so I don't have lots of listening time, so I haven't heard a lot. I mean, I've played them all once or twice, but, you know, I haven't really delved deep into all these records. And I'm like, I need to get going on these. And a lot of these I picked up before I even started the channel. But I just couldn't resist with all these great series going on. All analog tone poets and Blue Note classics and Blue Note 80s and acoustic sounds, verb and impulse. There's like stuff everywhere. But that's a good thing. When I'm old and gray, I'm going to have plenty to listen to. So in no particular order, I'm just going to show you some of the things that I've picked up. And maybe point out a few favorites that I know of. But here's this must have been S through Z. Let me try not to get reflections on this stuff. I guess I'm going to. Jimmy Smith, Prayer Meeting. This was a wonderful tone poet. I have a couple of Jimmy Smiths now. Back at the Chicken Shack and another one that's coming out shortly. The Nina Simone was wonderful. This was on the Acoustic Sound series. I didn't get both of them. I only got this one. And from what I understand, this one was the better of the two and is not available anymore, at least at the moment. So I'm really happy to have that. She's an interesting artist. I mean, when I first heard Nina Simone, I didn't think I would ever get into her. It sounded kind of strange voice, but of course I grew to love her. This was the first Nina Simone I ever got. This was, I think, put out by Alto Analogue, an RCA living stereo release. Sings the Blues. Nina Simone Sings the Blues. That's pretty cool. A while back, 10 years ago or more, probably more, I had some extra money and I subscribed to the Music Matters series without even knowing what I was getting. I just kind of picked randomly, and this was one of the ones I got. Cape Verdean Blues, the Horace Silver Quintet. I don't know. I can't really say much about it because I haven't spent a lot of time with it. Here's Blue Note Classic, Speak No Evil, Wayne Shorter. This was a little wild, different. Oh, Postman's coming, bringing more records. The Impulse series, Sonny Rollins on Impulse. I've only given it one listen so far, but I liked what I heard. This is the Acoustic Sound series. Now this one, Sonny Rollins, this was recommended to me by a couple people in the Steve Hoffman forum. They said, grab it before it's gone, and I did. It was like the last copy around. I think it's a craft recording, and probably my favorite so far of Sonny Rollins that I've heard. Really, really good record. Here's another one from my initial purchase of Music Matters titles. I got 10 of them. Horace Parlan. I don't know too much more than I haven't listened to it very much. Number 620. All of the ones I got are number 620 because it was a subscription. Here's Blue Note 80, Uno Mas, Kenny Dorham. I love this one. Absolutely love it. I spent a lot of time with this one, and I really, really love it and highly recommend it. That features Joe Henderson, Herbie Hancock, Butch Warren, and Anthony Williams as well. This one was super fun. I loved it. I had this sitting in my collection, an older copy of this, not really even knowing what it was before I was into jazz. Just picked it up because of the cover, you know, back then. Then I saw it in the Blue Note 80 series, and I said, let me try this, and it's really good. I love this. I love that kind of sound. Lou Donaldson, Alligator Boogaloo. Also, another one that I really liked from Blue Note 80 series was this one, Into Something, Larry Young. I have to kind of make sure I don't topple these over. Let me put them down here. Okay. Next stack. Face to Face, Babyface Willette on the organ. I kind of wanted some organ jazz, and I liked this one. Sounds great, and I picked it up just as it was going out of stock everywhere. Love it. It's really good. This was I have an early pressing of this, an earlier pressing, the original Mo-Fi single disc, Muddy Waters. I loved it. I guess it's not quite jazz, it's folk, but it's in my jazz collection. And then I got the 2x45, which is even better, from Acoustic Sounds. I mean, Analogue Productions. I always confuse them. And soon we'll have a one step of that. And that's legendary, fantastic recording. This one, I wanted to get, I had it before in a cheap 80s edition. Wanted to get a good copy of this, and I did. This is the Acoustic Sounds MRC version. Just wonderful vocal album, and I do like vocal albums a lot. This one from Tone Poet was really fun. I enjoyed this a lot. Very accessible. The organ is sometimes a little much, I thought, but Stanley Turrentine always has a good sound, and I thought that was wonderful. I like that one a lot. This one, God bless him. I love this record. He recently passed away, Dr. Lonnie Smith. All in My Mind, really good contemporary recording from Blue Note. And he's, of course, an organist. And yeah, this one and its companion, Breathe, which unfortunately wasn't part of the Tone Poet series, but is now out on vinyl as well. Jimmy Smith, who we started with, I got this from the Blue Note series. The incredible Jimmy Smith at the Chicken Shack. Another organ-based record. Stanley Turrentine, Kenny Burrell. I mean, as I learn more about jazz, it's like it's really unique in terms of the collection of artists all participating in each other's albums, and it's fascinating because you get to learn all these different artists, and then they pop up on someone else's album, and it's wonderful. I'm really enjoying exploring jazz, and I think this is such a great time for this. So, okay, so let me take another stack here. This is going to be a long video, so come back if you can't make it through the whole thing. I'll put breaks in between. This is Bobby Hutcherson. Now, this is someone I just discovered through the Tone Poets. And boy, do I love this man. His music is fantastic, and Oblique is one of the best that I heard so far. Just a magical sound. And I've heard him on some other people's records as well. Look at Herbie Hancock, Joe Chambers. This was probably one of my favorite tone poets so far, actually. That might be in my top recommendations. This I bought a long time ago. This is from Classic Records, Shirley Horn with Horn. Really enjoyed her. I always like her records. I've liked the ones when she was an older artist. And this is when she was much younger, but great vocalist. And speaking of vocalists, this was from the Classic Records 45 series, Lady in Satin, Billie Holiday. I love Billie Holiday. I hope there's more Billie Holiday coming in the Verve series because I just love her. And this is later on, very poignant, older Billie Holiday. Very moving. Those are four single-sided 45 RPM discs. This one is another set. Love this record. Probably my favorite vocal record ever as far as jazz. Billie Holiday, Songs for Distinguished Lovers. Just a classic session. Fantastic. This came on, is it 2 or 3 discs? 2 45 RPM discs. And here are the 33s for those from Classic Records as well. And let's see, you got Billie Holiday, Body and Soul. This is a mobile fidelity from the Anadisc era. Also a nice thing to have. And this is an old Japanese pressing of Lady Sings the Blues, Billie Holiday. This one is, I don't think this is available anymore. Joe Henderson, Page 1. Excellent, excellent record. Kenny Dorham's on that one too. Pete LaRocca. I'm really glad I picked that up. Need to spend more time with that one. This one, I did a review on this, and I didn't really like it that much, but I'm sure it'll grow on me. People think I'm crazy. They've been waiting for years for that record, and I'm like, it's okay. I guess I need to get used to it. Let me put these down, and we'll move on from here. Let's see. Oh. Let's grab this bunch. Okay. So this is the original classic 45 Miles Davis Kind of Blue, from which same sessions that produce the UHQR 33 and will produce the 45, same plates. That's a stunner too. Wonderful, wonderful record. This was recent, it just came out. Freddie Hubbard. Still exploring this. I liked it a lot though. Who's on this one? Wayne Shorter, Elvin Jones, Art Davis. Starting to get familiar with all these different artists. I did a review on this. I'll leave a link in the description below. Ella, I love. I hope they do some more Ella. I think they are going to do some Ella in the Acoustic Sound series. This was from the Acoustic Sound series as well. Definitely welcome some Ella and some Billy. This one I just got. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's another Horace Silver album, which I just showed you one earlier. This is one of the jewels of the Acoustic Sound series, Blues and the Abstract Truth. I mean, look at this. Bill Evans, Roy Haynes, Eric Dolphy, Oliver Nelson, Paul Chambers, and Freddie Hubbard. enough said. This one I have not reviewed yet. Mingus. And I have a review coming out for Black Saint and the Sinner Lady, which will be out by the time you see this video. Very interesting record, very complex. Also, you'll probably see reviews for this Places and Spaces, the newest from Blue Note Classic, and Fancy Dancer. They're both in a single review video that I did. That should be out by the time you see this as well. My first Bobby Humphries disc was Blacks and Blues. Absolutely love it. That's from the Blue Note 80 series as well. So, I can't believe I have amassed this many jazz records. Okay, so let's continue. This one, I wanted to get the Impex, I think it's Impex version, Ellington Indigos. I had it in a budget reissue from the 80s, and it was fantastic. Really wonderful record. Eric Dolphy, Out to Lunch. Very avant-garde kind of record, but beautiful sound. I loved it. Still getting used to the music, but that's the Blue Note Classic series. This was super easy to get into for me. Grant Green, Idle Moments, nice mellow record. Probably one of my favorites from Blue Note Classic series. Another Blue Note Classic, Go, Dexter Gordon, was fantastic as well. Love that one. This one I really, really liked a lot, sonically and musically. One Flight Up, Tone Poet. From Dexter Gordon, Donald Byrd, Kenny Drew, and others, Art Taylor. I really recommend that. That sounds so good. This was Blue Note 80. Yeah, Blue Note 80. Doing All Right, Dexter Gordon. Another good one from him. I've had this for ages. You know, Stan Getz was probably one of the first jazz artists I had, because I liked the samba type records. So this is jazz samba. It's Japanese verve. No, this is a reissue early in the vinyl reissue craze. I don't know who put it out though. Not sure. This one is a Japanese issue, Jazz Samba Encore. Hopefully Acoustic Sounds touches on these two albums, as they did for Getz Gilberto. This is the first Getz Gilberto album I had, original master recording from Mobile Fidelity, which was bettered by this one. This is the Acoustic Sounds Verve. This is the initial record to launch the series. Wonderful. Really good. I think it's out of stock or out of print. I don't know. But you got to grab these while they're out, these Acoustic Sounds ones. Gil Evans, Out of the Cool. Actually, my first review on the channel I did for this. So that is a classic. Very unusual. Oh, I've got two here. Oh yeah. This is the first one I got years ago, Alto Analog edition. I liked the Acoustic Sounds better. Trio 64 just recently came out, Bill Evans Trio. Wonderful reissue. Very, very nice. Getting into Bill Evans. These are the first Bill Evans albums I got. Sunday at the Village Vanguard from Alto Analog. I still play this all the time. And Analogue Productions version of Waltz for Debbie from the same sessions. Village Vanguard live recordings. I like them better than the studio recordings that I've heard of his, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me move these. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I can't believe how much my collection has grown. And I'm not a rich man. I'm not. I work a 9 to 5. I don't know how I afforded this. Horace Perlon Quintet. This was one of my Music Matters 10-pack that I got. Haven't spent a lot of time with it. I don't know. The Rump Roller from the 80 series. Pretty interesting. Lee Morgan. Everyone probably got this when it came out recently. The Sidewinder, Lee Morgan. I like that one a lot. This one I really liked a lot. This is Soul Station, Hank Mobley. And I have both the Blue Note Classic, and this is one of the ones I got from Music Matters back then, and it's my favorite probably of the Music Matters that I got. This was another Music Matters that I got, Gil Mel, Patterns in Jazz. Haven't listened to it very much, so I can't say too much about it. Another one from that series, Bluesnik. I had this on an old Japanese pressing that I found in a thrift store. I liked it, and I picked this one up too. But haven't spent a lot of time with that either. This one I had wanted to get for a while. I like Peggy Lee a lot, and I never was able to snag a good copy of this. This was superb, wonderful vocal record. Highly, highly recommended. I think it's still available for like $25. Here's another Bobby Hutcherson from the Tone Poet series that I mentioned that I just love. The Oblique album. This one I like almost as much. Very, very good. Okay, so let me put that away. I gotta refile all these. Oh boy. Let's see. Okay. Here's another stack. This one I got years ago from Classic Records when they put out the 45 series. Duke Ellington, Johnny Hodges, Side by Side. Fantastic. I love this record. Really, really good. I mean, I hope they do it again with the Acoustic Sound series. Kenny Drew, Undercurrent. Also, Freddie Hubbard, Hank Mobley, Sam Jones. This was one of my Music Matters titles. And this was also Lou Donaldson, LD+3. Really like this one. Paul Desmond with strings. I mean, some people might consider it a little schmaltzy, I guess, but this is the Classic Records version, and this is the original RCA. Guess I liked it enough to get 2 copies. What's this? This is the rest of the Kind of Blue 45, and this is the Kind of Blue Classic 33, done on 2 records with a corrected speed. Enough said about that. Excellent. Okay. Continuing on. This I got way back when Acoustic Sounds first put it out. I wanted these early titles in a good format, and I got the box set. Oh, geez. A little damage to it. But yeah, the Prestige recordings, it's really good. Walk-in, I forget the other ones. Classical All Classics, John Coltrane, Blue Train. This is kind of a nondescript edition. I don't know who put this out, but hopefully it'll be coming out in the Blue Note Classics series. This is the DCC Compact Classics, mastered by Steve Hoffman. I like this a lot. It's probably my favorite Coltrane record. This is one of the great ones that I got from my Music Matters subscription. I really like this one a lot. I got the Sonny Clark Cool Strutting, of course. I got the Blue Note 80 to compare it to. I think I did a video on it earlier. This is a real bargain if you like vocal albums. June Christie, Something Cool. This was put out by Boxstar, I think, or Impex. One of the two. But really, I always liked that album, even before I was into jazz. I don't know how I discovered it, but I love it. Midnight Blue, the recent Blue Note Classic. One of my favorites from the Blue Note Classic catalog. I like more mellow jazz, and that fit the bill perfectly. And I got a good copy finally. This is the 33 of Brubeck Quartet, Take 5, or Timeout, I'm sorry. That's from Classic, and here's their 45 as well. I think everyone knows that record, and it's a can't miss record. I love it. One of my first jazz records. Actually, I think my father had that record. Okay. What's this? Oh, okay. So this is, we're getting towards the end. This only maybe be a 30-minute video. This will be scoffed at by the jazz aficionados, but I like it a lot. It sounds fantastic. Probably the best sounding jazz album I have. The Ray Brown Trio, Solar Energy, Audiophile Master Edition. I think this is Pure Pleasure, limited edition. It sounds fantastic. Better than any jazz record I have. But some people may say, it's not real jazz, whatever. Another one of my Music Matters titles that I got, True Blue. I like that a lot. Another Music Matters title that I got, Art Blakey. I'm not crazy about Art Blakey, to be honest with you. Everyone I've tried, I've not really liked that much. Call me a heretic. This is the Night in Tunisia. I like that one a little bit better. Okay, so where are we at? Last stack, except for deluxe editions like one steps and stuff like that. They're housed in a different area. This is the famous Love Supreme from Acoustic Sounds, just back in stock. I'm still getting used to it, put it that way. I know it's a classic. I'm gonna get it eventually. This one from Acoustic Sounds, I didn't like it particularly. I don't know. This one from Acoustic Sound series, I did like. A little more mellow side of Coltrane. This one from the Acoustic Sound series, haven't spent a lot of time with, but my first impression didn't sink in very well. Here's the Cool Strutting, which I liked very much. Compares favorably to the Music Matters. This one, Ethiopian Nights, I love this record. There's a lot of really good records in the Blue Note 80 series. This is one of them. Alligator Boogaloo is another one. Blacks and Blues is another one. Really interesting stuff. Little more soul jazz, 70s. I think, 70s. This one was one of my first tone poets. I listened carefully to a lot of what was available before I bought any, And this one took me right away. I loved it. Kenny Burrell. Good sounding record too. Minor Move, Tina Brooks. The good sounding one too. I like this very much. That's also Tone Poet. Another Tone Poet, but it's Art Blakey. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. Art Blakey again. Moanin'. Trying to get into it. I don't know. Chet Baker. Not my favorite of the three that I got, but worth having. This is great. Katanga. I like this a lot. Katanga from the Tone Poet series. And my favorite of the Kraft Chet Bakers is this one. Chet. Just beautiful. Mellow, nice, relaxing, gorgeous, and lyrical. This is Chet Baker, not Chet Baker Sings, but It Happened to You, Chet Baker Sings. I don't have the Tone Poet Chet Baker Sings. I thought I'd get that one. It's pretty good. I love this record. It's a great recording. Very easy for me to get into. I liked it immediately. So, other than that, there's the UHQR of Kind of Blue. And let's see, from the One Steps, I have Monk's Dream and Portrait in Jazz. You know, the Bill Evans Trio, Sunday at the Village Vanguard, and I think there's one other jazz title in that series. Oh, yeah, Mingus. So that is my jazz collection from the last few years, and I can't believe it's this big. I still have to explore a lot of it, but what a great time to be exploring jazz. I mean, it's incredible what's coming out. So I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little trip through this exploration of jazz, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.